What's up, guys? I'm CJ here with Mike and Richard. We're going to bring another episode of Superhero Sundays. Spoiler alerts. If you haven't seen this movie or any shows we're going to talk about, go watch them. Then come back and join us. When you come back and join us, make sure you like and subscribe because any and all support is greatly appreciated. So with all that being said, man, let's go ahead and talk about this though. I think James Gunn did better than David Ayer. That's my opinion. I think just artistically, his vision, it flowed better in this movie, and the way he used the characters, I think he did much better than David did with first Suicide Squad. Rich, man, who's somebody that you liked? One of the characters that you kind of thought was pretty cool and like their story.
I mean, Idris Elba's really like he's an accomplished actor, right? Yes, great actor. He should be next to James Bond, my opinion. But
I totally agree. Just like Will Smith, they picked the character that wrote him like he's actually honest, like deep down, he's still a good person because he has somebody like a child that looks up to him. The only difference, I guess you can say, between the two characters, Will Smith's character and Idris Elba's character, is that the daughter actually cared about the father in the first movie.
You're right.
She looked up to him. She loved her father.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother was the bad one. You know, in this one, they were both, Idris Elba's character, if you really think about it, from all the childhood trauma that his dad did to him, he was really kind of still thinking about his daughter, telling her not to mess with him or be around him.
It was more like a tough love in a way, but like for her to have a better life, she couldn't be like around him.
And I think
she cared that way. He cared about her that way.
And I will argue that she actually really did love her father because that's why she was doing those crimes, because she wanted his attention.
Now, this is a question for the both of you, because you both have daughters. Who you think was the better father? Because if you think about it, Will Smith wanted his daughter around him, even though he was doing a bunch of bad things. But Bloodsport didn't want his daughter around him because he was doing a bunch of bad things, pushing his daughter away. Who was the good father?
That's a really good question.
Well,
what you got, Richard?
I'm going to go Will Smith, because you could be the baby daddy, but to be an actual father, to love a child, to care for a child, that's what Deadshot did. Bad decision as far as his career, that's for sure. Could put his family in danger. But I'm not thinking about that. The question is, who's the better father?
Yeah, it's a really, really touchy situation or subject because, yeah, of course, Will Smith, anyone with a relationship, you have to have time. So for you to spend time with her, to be around her, that's how you build that bond. That's how you can, mold them to, be a successful person in society. You have to spend time with them and be around them. So that's why he had her around, because, even though he's doing these bad things, he still wants time with his daughter. But that could be hurtful in the end if you're setting a bad example for her and you're in front of her doing these things. You're not setting a good example. So it's probably better for you not to be around her because you're just setting her up for failure. So could Bloodsport be the better father because he made that good decision to say, you know what, I am not a good person, so I should not be around her to, influence her in the wrong way. But in the end, it kind of still influenced her because she had daddy issues and she knew he was a criminal. So if she maybe imitated his crime or things that he did, she gets caught, she can see him or be around him because she does love him and wants to be with him. That's a good question, Mike.
That's a double-edged sword there.
It is, man.
That's the one big difference you can say between Bloodsport and Deadshot in the two movies, is the way that they treated the relationship between the father and the daughter. I honestly don't think either one of you are wrong. It really just depends on the way you see things, the way you experience life. Yeah. Whether you believe that the daughter should be better off with her father, even because he loves her and wants to protect her, even though he's doing all these things around her, or the father that's doing what's better for the daughter, overall, like sacrificing his, day-to-day relationship with her, because he knows that she's probably going to have a better life without him around her.
It's a good question, man. I think they both made good decisions because, like you said, Will Smith, he made time to be with his daughter. He wanted to provide for her. He was a good father when he was with her. He treated her the way that she should be treated. Bloodsport, he probably knew he went through so much trauma that him being around her was going to be toxic. So he's like, and that's the thing, some people, even though they have a toxic personality and their lifestyle, they still choose to be around their kids. And it sets a bad example and it sets them up for failure. Bloodsport didn't do that. He knew with his life and the way he is, it's not a good idea for him to be around her. So he just made the right decision to not be around her. So they both made good decisions. They're both good fathers. They just show it in a different way, I guess you can say. Audience out there, what do you guys think? Who's the better father, Bloodsport or Deadshot? That's a good question, Mike. I like that.